What's up, YouTube world? It's Devin, NGA Natural Pro Bodybuilder from BeastAesthetics, updating you guys with my final thoughts on the 2013 Mr. Olympia. For all you guys who do not know, Mr. Phil Heath, just like I predicted, is the 3-time three-peat champion, Mr. Olympia. Now, I personally think if Greene would have came in a little bit leaner, a little bit drier for the prejudging show, I think he might have out-edged Phil Heath this year. Greene went wrong was he was holding water in prejudging, and Phil Heath was on point. And when Phil Heath is on point, he's pretty much untouchable, in my opinion. He had great round muscle bellies, really 3D looking, and it just looked really good. Greene actually started to get drier and tighter as the prejudging went on, but I think it was already too late, to be honest, for the judges to really change their mind on the finals, because most of the judging is done during the prejudging. So all in all, another sad loss for Greene. I can feel what he feels on so many levels, getting second place. I've gotten second place on many of my competitions, and that goes all the way back to powerlifting in high school. I trained for 5 years of my life, dedicated my life to powerlifting, to states, to be state champion senior year, and I came this close to winning it all and got second place my senior year. And it's a rough feeling. It either breaks you or makes you stronger, and I think it's only making Greene hungrier and more motivated to come back and to really take that crown. I mean, the dude's got everything, in my opinion. Size, symmetry, proportions. I personally like Kai's physique better too, even though I think Phil looks a little bit more aesthetic. I don't know, there's something about Kai's physique that's like so freaky and just badass looking that, like, I just can't keep my eyes off of him when he was posing next to, like, I wasn't even really looking at Phil. I was just amazed by the size of Kai, and his posing routine was epic. He flows so well when he poses, which is a big deal in my opinion in bodybuilding. As you know, if you look blocky and choppy when you pose, I think it should be like a huge deduction of points, and I think a posing routine should be worth more points as well. But unfortunately, it's not. So, I don't really like Kai's beard though. Kai had a beard going this year. Last year he had no beard. I think that might have hurt him a little bit too. And he had a different hair look this year. He like kind of shaved the top of his head and left the back of his head with the ponytail, kind of dreadlocks thing going on. I think if he cuts off the hair completely and shaves a clean face, comes in with a clean face shaved, and gets drier and tighter next year, and Phil Heath looks the same. Like, I think Phil Heath looked the same as he did in 2012. There wasn't really much of a change. But if Kai does those three things, I think, especially getting tighter and drier, probably losing like 5 to 10 pounds, and cuts his hair and cuts that beard off, I think there will be a new Mr. Olympia crowned in 2014. No, I do not think Ramy will jump up and beat both of them into the next year. There was a lot of people thinking that Big Ramy was going to take the whole show. I don't know what you guys were thinking. A rookie never steals the show, no matter how big he is. And it just showed. I predicted his placing in my past video at 7th place, and he got 8th place. So I was pretty much right on the money there. I honestly can see him placing top 5 next year, maybe, if he, developed greater calf mass and came in more conditioned. That's one thing I noticed with him compared to like guys like Phil and Dexter especially, and Wolf and Jay. They were all much more conditioned than Ramy looked, for sure. And I think that's a reason why Ramy actually placed 8th and not 7th, like I thought he was going to. Other things I want to talk about. Dennis Wolf. Wow. Definitely the best I've ever seen Dennis Wolf. Definitely brought up his back even better and bigger. He always had high lat insertions, but this year it didn't really seem too bad. That left calf of his, though, just still, I kept talking about it on Facebook, and I could still hear the beeps going on in the background, probably commenting back to my Dennis Wolf comments. The dude's calves are just so bad, especially his left calf. I feel bad for the guy, dude, because I think he could be Mr. Olympia. If he had Phil Heath's calves on Dennis's body, he would be Mr. Olympia, hands down. He would have won this year, okay? But personally, I think that those calves are just holding him back from winning. But congrats to him for getting top 3. I didn't see that. That was 2 places better than I thought he was originally going to get. I thought he was going to get 5th and beat Dexter, which he did. Another big crazy upset was Jay Cutler. People thought Jay had a chance of coming back and winning this year. Some people thought he was going to get 2nd, 3rd. I had him personally at 3rd place over Roden originally, because I thought maybe politics would come into play and help him get, a higher position. But that did not happen. It actually was the opposite. My original thoughts were that Jay Cutler was going to get 4th place and Roden was going to get 3rd. But Jay didn't even make top 5, so kind of crazy. I also heard a rumor that he only had 10 weeks to train seriously for the competition. So that is a big deal, guys. If you only have 10 weeks to prep for a show, and especially the biggest show in the world, the Mr. Olympia, you're not going to do that good. And I don't know why he would do that, to be honest. I would have done it. I would have waited and like crushed the Arnold Classic in 2014 and then try to make a comeback to the Mr. O 2014. But I'm not Jay Cutler, so it is what it is. He looked like he had fun out there, though, so that's cool. And Dexter looked great as well. Dexter, I think, was placed 5th place, so 1 place better than I placed him at 6th. And he looked phenomenal, actually. And he's one of the guys that actually would prefer his physique over, guys like Greene, Phil Heath, Jay Cutler. He's got, that narrow, tight waist, the crazy muscle bellies, the insane proportions. And I think, honestly, he was definitely had the best conditioning this year out of the top 20 in the men's overall open division. What else to talk about? Let's see. Shawn Roden's placing, I did not see coming, to be honest. I thought it was going to be 3rd place, just like I originally put it. I don't know how he lost to Dennis Wolf, because Shawn came in bigger, and his conditioning was just the same as last year, which is great. The guy had great conditioning, and he looked full, and he brought up his back since last year. So I guess the judges were just favored. They just liked Dennis Wolf's physique better this year. Trying to think what else. It's really late right now. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm like dead tired making this video. So I'm just going to be mumbling along for the most part, even though I'm 9 minutes in already. Let's see. Oh, the 212 division was stacked. I was actually more impressed with those guys' its conditioning versus the open division. Some of those guys just made guys like Big Ramy look soft. Like David Henry, holy fuck, man. That guy was diced to the socks. Dude looked insane. He looked like a miniature Ronnie Coleman up there. I thought he had the show in the bag. But I guess when they stood him to Flex Lewis, I noticed the leg difference, and that's what probably the judges did as well. And, you know, upper body, hands down, David Henry, no question. Lower body, Flex Lewis. Overall body, have to go with Flex Lewis. So congrats to him on his, I'm pretty sure it's his third win or second 202, 212 division win. And all the women's stuff I don't follow, so congratulations to all you women. I heard Dana Lynn Bailey won her class, so that's cool. What else is there? I'm already 10 minutes into this video, mumbling on. Oh, men's physique. What to say about it? The guy who won, I never even heard of. Jeff Seed placed 11th, which, to be honest, I think is still great. I mean, you got to remember, guys, these are the best physiques in the world. So to say you're the top 11 best in men's physique on the planet is pretty phenomenal, especially at 19 years old. Now, personally, I would rather have Jeff's physique than the guy who won. The guy who won had dreadlocks and was tatted up, and I'm pretty shocked about his winning over everyone else. Sadiq looked great. I think he honestly looked better than the guy who won, Mark Anthony, I think his name was. And there was a few other guys, I was looking through the pictures on MD, that looked better than that guy as well, in my personal opinion, and a lot of people's opinions. Steve Cook got 8th place. I did not see that coming. Definitely a big shock there. I thought he was definitely top 3 or going to win the whole thing. So just, I guess now there's like a base and criteria to look at, and kind of, you know, I guess look at the top 5 physiques in men's physique right now, and then that's what they're looking for, guys. So now there's an actual, you know, set look, because before this there wasn't really like a, oh, that's what they're looking for, because there wasn't a really big show. You know, there was just pro shows and, you know, shows that, you know, to qualify for the Mr. Olympia, but the Mr. Olympia was a big deal because now people know what to train to look like to be the champion, which to me isn't that impressive. To me, realistically, I think I could look like that guy within a year or two of training naturally. So I might actually, you know, have my quest to become a men's physique pro when I dive back down in the future, whether that be a year from now or 2 years from now, I don't know. But I think I have what it takes after looking at most of those guys in the top 20, even if politics come into play. If I just, you know, compete show after show after show, I might have a chance of competing in the Olympia one day in men's physique naturally. And to do that would be just as big as of a goal to get my natural pro card like I did. So, yeah, I guess, you know, time will tell. As of right now, I'm enjoying my bulk, and yeah, that's about it, guys. So it's about 3:30 a.m. almost. Dead tired right now, mumbling on about the Mr. Olympia. And overall wrap up, I was praying for Kai to win it. I hope he does next year, and keep my fingers crossed. And Phil Heath, congratulations. That speech to your wife was, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I had a tear almost coming down my face, you know, watching that live. It was really emotional and very, very motivational and epic, to say the least. And just to see, you know, all those guys, they put their heart and soul into, you know, their training, their posing, the dieting. It makes me feel a lot more motivated, like just watching like the whole entire like journey, you know, watching Kai's motivational videos and pictures leading up to this competition. I still haven't even watched Generation Iron. That's probably going to motivate me even more. So I'm just happy and motivated right now to go back to the gym tomorrow and kill chest a day early. So that's what I'm going to do, guys, alright? So on that note, I'm heading to bed and I'm waking up tomorrow and I'm going to fucking slay those weights, bros. On that note, I'll catch y'all later. As always, thanks for watching. Deuces. Leave you guys off with a bicep peak shot today. That's for Jason Blaha.